Alright, good day, good evening, welcome, love, Scorpio. Your last reading was freaking awesome, and I feel like this is going to be even better. Um, Anybody familiar with Scorpio? Okay? And this just dawned on me today. Alright, and I've been kind of waiting to see if anything else comes through, but okay. Anybody that knows Scorpio has to go through three phases, right? The scorpion, the eagle, and the phoenix, right? Um, but on my channel, I believe in the 13th sign. I believe in the 13 lunar calendar, the 13 full moons a month, the 28 days, 13 months, the turtle shell. I believe in all that. That's why I incorporate Ophiuchus. All right, because I don't feed into this Western white man colonization bullshit where the masculine energy is what they revolve things around instead of the feminine energy, which tends to be more powerful. Hence, as I've stated before, in the Native Americans, women that are on their moon time cannot participate in ceremonies because their power, their medicine is it's too powerful, too strong. All right. So weaken the masses by eliminating the feminine power. All right. But some Scorpios are Ophiuchuses, some Sagittarians are Ophiuchus. All right. Some could be a Scorpio in Western or Sidereal. Some could be a Sag in Scorpio or Sidereal. Flip around. Some of y'all could be three. All right. I'm getting triangle, mind, body, spirit connection. And the three, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, and Sag. All right. And also the three that was connecting today was the three phases of Scorpio, which would be, like I said, the scorpion, the eagle, and the phoenix. Scorpion is Scorpio. The scorpion is a Scorpio. The eagle is Ophiuchus. And the phoenix is Sagittarius. Those three are what makes you become so powerful, because you do the shadow work, and then you do the healing work, and then you rise up like a motherfucking phoenix, like with Sag. So you shadow work Scorpio, healing with Ophiuchus, and rising up like a phoenix, Sagittarius. So only those that are really enlightened and radiating at a higher frequency and vibration are going to comprehend this reading, all right, and understand the little connections here, all right. Some of you guys might see threes being, something that you've seen throughout your life. We all have our numbers. We all have our life path number. And then just numbers that we have noticed a lot of synchronicities with. All right. So, Scorpio, something beautiful is going to be taking off. All right. It's like during your last reading. It's like I was getting before I pulled the cards that it's like we're on my platform. I'm starting to see and sense, and the reading even confirmed it, that a lot of Scorpios are starting to step out of that, lame ass, childish Disney movie shit of, ooh, Scorpio, so scary, creepy, powerful, and ooh, mysterious and dark. And no, it's like y'all are like maturing and growing up and really stepping into your power and really understanding the positive powers of Scorpio and the negative that you may have been, living in and, focusing on. So let's see, loves. Obviously, I cannot find my animal oracle deck that has the freaking, what do you call it? The scorpion in it. I don't know whatever happened to it. And it's like I've been wanting to reorder it, but then it's like I forget about it. So I'm wondering, if it's even really that important. But I'd like to have it for like certain readings, to confirm things. But let's do 3 shuffles here for the sign of Scorpio. We're going to pull from this one first. All right, I don't have this deck mastered. It's going to take me time to master it. So I always like people to kind of do their own homework too, because there might be things that stick out that I don't notice and that you need to see for yourself. All right, spirit allies, the creator, the universe, they don't like to do it all for us. We have got to kind of do the work on our own too, and research and gain knowledge on our own. So, oh my God, wow, look at this. We have the freaking eagle. Number 16. Oh my God, we have the crow, which is Ophiuchus. What the fuck? And then we have the thunder. Okay, so some of y'all are thunder beings connected. It'd be that Sag energy, all right, ruled by, you know, the storm spirits, the thunder beings. Even in other cultures, it can speak of, you know, the storm energy. So I feel like we got Scorpios that are knocking out the eagle, are in the eagle Ophiuchus phase with the number 13 with the crow. But yeah, you guys definitely, because then we literally have the lightning here. All right, and then we have the thunder here at the top. So some of y'all are very in tune. It'd be that Sag energy, all right? I feel like you guys get energized when it comes to storms, all right? Like some people say, oh, I sleep well through storms. And I feel like you guys just get energized, all right? You may get woken up from it and just feeling energized, feeling a pull. Okay, so you guys are really stepping out of that Scorpio energy and moving into that healing energy, all right? That mature energy where you're no longer focusing on stinging people, you know, and being poisonous. You're focusing on rising above, seeing a different perspective, a higher perspective, seeing things from a bird's eye view, seeing things clearer and wider, and starting to understand the mysteries and stepping into the mysteries of healing with Ophiuchus. All right, and understanding the mysteries that surround Ophiuchus. All right, so crows and eagles, pay attention if they start, you know, popping up in your life, or if they have been. All right, it's going to be a big sign. All right, they don't have to be our spirit allies. Well, that was the journey that wanted to come out. Any animal, whether we carry the medicine or not, will show up in our lives when they are there to deliver a specific message. It doesn't mean we carry all that medicine. But I feel like this is here, not just for the journey that you have to walk, where you have to walk through 3. All right, you got to get through 3 goddamn powerful transformations. But it's because 29 here with the owl makes me think of Sagittarius, because the owl in Native American astrology is Sagittarius energy. All right, so the 3 freaking phases here, and then the number 3 with the number 13 here. All right, so this is freaking powerful, you guys. All right, you have a very powerful journey to walk. All right, you have a lot of you've healed this, you've done the shadow work. And now you're healing and learning and understanding the mysteries, okay? And instilling the wisdom through all the Scorpio and Ophiuchus transformative work you've done. You're starting to gain the wisdom here, all right? The wisdom seeker. And then we have the freaking water, number 61. All right, that Scorpio energy. Yeah, it's like you have completed the first phase. The child phase is really what I'm getting. But that's not what those cards mean. I read intuitively and off imagery a lot. These cards, like I said, look into these cards. There may be something I'm not seeing, but I feel like you guys do have to read the full. All right, thorough. I will master these cards one day when I have a little more downtime and a little slower. I mean, I got grandkids that live just like a block away, my daughter, her husband, I've got my kids, my job, plus my, you know, nature, connecting and going out there. And so I don't always fully have the time, right? But I'm really getting that it's like, yes, you've completed the child phase, and the child phase I'm getting is that Scorpio, that shadow work. All right. So for the last 7 years, you guys may have been focusing on this. And now you're focusing here on the now, all right? Because you realize that is where the positive energy lies, is in the now. Not in the past, not in the future, but in the now. All right, so you don't miss out on all the beautiful little things And then we got number 53, that 3, 26, break that 6 down to a 3. All right, that 9 with the completion, break it down to a 3. The 9 and the 29, break it down to a 3. The 6 with the 1, break that 6 down to a 3. The 16, break that down. That 6 to a 3. I mean, it's like, yeah, I feel like you are smashing. You've completed that Scorpio energy. So you're falling into that Ophiuchus where it's really going to start to get like intense, but not like in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're going to start to like receive a lot of ancient wisdom and knowledge. All right. And it's like you kind of have like that kind of mysterious vibe like crows have, you know, like you still are going to always have that little spooky vibe here. So we have here the Knight of Bongs. Yeah. So you're following your heart. You're letting your heart lead you. All right. You understand that forgiveness. Oh my God. What do we have here? So you did the shadow work with the Hermit. All right. You came out. This is confirmation. All right. You did the work. And the work can take at least 9 months. All right. But a lot of times it can take more than that for people. But we have the number 9 here. And then the number 9 here again too. So some of you guys, it only took 9 months. And you have, boom. All right. Confirmation message. All right. So you're starting to see good things come into your life here. All right. The shadow work is very important. You learn to understand yourself. Face your ugly self. All right. The ugly things within us. And face them head on. And look yourself in the mirror. And say, I was very ugly. I was gross. I was mean. I was low vibe. I'm acknowledging it. And I'm rising up. And I'm going to be better than that. And you're releasing. You're letting go. All right, you're not hanging on to shit. You're understanding forgiveness is important. You're wearing your heart on your sleeve more. You're becoming more loving, more emotionally connected to people, places, and things. All right, so, oh wow, and then we do have here the Priestess here. So yeah, I feel like you're going to come out like a priestess. You're going to rise up like a priestess. All right, you're sitting between 2 signs here. All right. Scorpio and Sagittarius, and you are sitting right between here right now with the Ophiuchus. All right. So it's that mysterious energy where you're going to be granted a lot of occult and esoteric knowledge. All right. You're like going to be the keeper of the mysteries. All right. Some of you guys may be in the medical field or moving into a medical field here. As you move into that Ophiuchus energy. All right. But yeah, it's like you're becoming a very apex predator, very powerful. All right. Majestic. When people see the eagle, people stop and are in awe. All right. And they just cannot help but marvel at the strength and the beauty and just everything it symbolizes. So I feel like you guys are like really like connecting with the creator, exchanging messages left and right between the crows and the eagles delivering them. We have here that, yeah, you've got a very clear mind. You've gotten clarity. You've had a huge breakthrough. We do have here, yeah, it's like you're starting to feel more when it comes to this world, the more in sync you become with the world and the more in tune with the world and in harmony you become with it, the more you start to feel everything in this world, from nature to plants to animals to insects to people to just everything here. You feel it. All right, so you're going to start to feel things intensify. All right, you're going to feel more. All right, you're going to start feeling things you never felt did before. And with these ones, we have 1, 2, 3 ones here. Okay? And we're already seeing 2 aces here. So yeah, it's like you're focused, you're consistent, and you have a lot to offer. All right? Y'all are really starting to do the healing work. I don't feel like there's any like past life, like, you know, like karma or anything. No karmic debt, because that would, you know, affect where you guys are now, because we do have to kind of clear our karmic debt first. We have here the Judgment with the Six of, look at this. You're generous, you're giving, all right? You understand equal give and take. You give what you can because you know what it's like to be in that shadow self of being greedy and being a taker and, you know, not balancing things and giving when you can. So I feel like you guys are really being judged by your generosity, all right? Helping those in need, giving to those in need, and just that beautiful equal give and take, you know, when it comes to everything in life. Look at that. I mean, we got the Nine of Bongs here. It's like you guys are really like seeing your wishes fulfill, and you're starting to see them get granted here. What the? We got here the Temperance. It's that fire energy here. So we have the water and the fire here. So yeah, it's like the divine energies are intervening in your life. They're bringing good things. They're here, your spirit guides. All right, with the King of Joints, you guys are a leader. You guys are here to teach people how to expand. All right, how to see the big picture. To be that leader. To lead this world and others out of the chaotic, turbulent energies that are in this world. All right, and you've moved very quick, very fast. You're a fast learner, fast teacher. And the expansion is unreal. You see the big picture very fast. All right, and you're finding that perfect ebb and flow within your life. 10 of Pentacles. All right, I'm getting long-term stability, financial security, stability. Yeah, very deep knowing here. You've got all the deep secrets here, literally. All right, so put your wishes out there. They're going to get granted. Your spirit guides are here, and it's because you listen to them. You pay attention. You don't ignore them. All right, they are what leads you. They lead your heart chakra. They lead your emotional energy. And they bring clarity. But you've had a huge breakthrough. And you're going to start to see your wishful thinking pay off. All right, you're going to start to see the things that you've wished for come into fruition because you are matured. You have grown. You are not petty. Oh, we got here the Ace of Joints. What the? Three aces. Like, what is this? Yeah. Water, fire, and air. All right. I feel like the ace, yeah, it's like, it's clarity. If you don't have clarity, yeah, we have the Eight of Buds here. So I feel like you guys could be very hard workers, all right, focused on work and just evolving. But you're focused and you're consistent, all right, on your craft, your trade, your skill, your talents, all right. Oh my God, we got the Empress here. All right, yeah, you're knocking it out the park, all right. I feel like you have grown to the point where you are starting to connect with nature, not just for healing, prosperity, but because you're growing. And now I feel like you guys are like, you guys have the power. You rule nature. You rule over it. All right, so you might see nature starting to like flock towards you. You might be starting to see things more. They might appear more things in nature. You might be feeling a pull. All right, so we have Taurus, we have Pisces, we have Cancer, we have Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius. I mean, so I don't know if y'all got some of those in like, but the Empress landed on the moon. So maybe you guys got like a Taurus moon. All right. But it's like you guys understand moderation. The discernment is on a whole nother level. All right. You guys can see things more clearly than what others can. All right, and you guys are like alchemists. All right, you guys can transform and transmute anything, no matter what it is. You could take oil and water and make it something that people never thought was possible to mix together. All right, so let's get the last card out before we switch to this other deck here. We have here the Chariot. Yep, you're succeeding. All right, I feel like Your visions are going to start taking off. You have a very strong crown chakra here. All right, you are very intelligent. You have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, but it's stuff that you don't see it, that you can't just get from a book or anything. It's directly from divine beings. All right. So yeah, you're in a completion phase. All right. All right, let's get these mixed around before we get going on this deck. I don't know. These readings have been really like having me use like a few different decks today. But I feel like it's because we are at a time in our lives where we are needing to really like see people step into the power, right? All right, so let's start. All right, 1, 2, 3. I just saw that I got a glimpse of the incubation. So yeah, I feel like you've completed that phase where you were just like incubated. You hadn't cracked out. Wow, we have the intensification here. Yeah, things are going to start to intensify. You guys, I feel like are feeling it this summer. All right. Where you're going to really start to feel things intensify here. All right. Because nature is very abundant too then. But yeah, intensifying. All right. You are an inspiration. You are a spark. You are something that people can rely on. All right. Where you can inspire them and light the spark within them. You know what I'm saying? So you've got 3 aces here that are speaking of new beginnings. All right. Your fire energy is going to be even stronger. Your passions, your desires. All right. Your feelings, your empath abilities. So we do have here the guidance with the tarot. All right. Some of you guys may be going to tarot for guidance. Some of you guys may be giving guidance for tarot. All right. But you guys, I feel like, are starting to do your own manifestations here because you're stepping into a responsible time and an energy where you can invoke anything. All right. Your spell casting is going to be authentic. It's going to be rare and it's going to be powerful. All right. Because you understand your role. All right. So yeah, things are intensifying. Your ability to be able to, and then we have the healer. That's that Ophiuchus energy here. All right, the ancestors. You don't forget about your ancestors. All right, because you know that they fulfill you. They fulfill your wishes. They make you feel good. They make you feel safe with their energy. But you're fulfilling what you're supposed to be doing. And your ancestors are here saying that they are proud of you and they are happy and proud that you are remembering them and not forgetting them. Got the familiar with the black cat, and then we end it here with the witch. All right, the power. All right, you've been initiated by spirit. All right, ancestors, spirit allies. Yeah, it's like you're the lady goddess here. All right, and you've got protection all over you with the magic circle. All right, it's that divine energy that is here to keep you moving in the right direction, staying focused, determined, motivated, and succeeding. All right. But that Sag energy, you know, once you step into that, you know, that's when you start to shoot your arrow with accuracy. And yeah. So keep doing what y'all doing, Scorpios. I am so proud of you guys. All right. I love it.